Hello, my friends. Welcome back to Unleash Your English. I am Adam, and today I want you to do something simple, powerful, and real. I want you to speak English with me right now. Not later, not someday, not after studying grammar. Right now. Can you answer one small question in English out loud at this very moment? If your answer is no, or maybe, then this lesson is for you. Because today, I am going to show you one of the easiest and strongest habits to make English speaking a part of your daily life. You do not need a teacher. You do not need grammar books. You only need your voice. This habit is called the one question a day habit. And when you practice it, your English will start to flow. You will speak more naturally, you will think in English faster, and you will stop feeling afraid of speaking. In this video, I will explain how this simple habit works, and then we will practice together. So stay with me until the end, because today you will actually speak English with me. Let's begin. Chapter 1. The One Question Habit. The one question habit is exactly what it sounds like. Every day you ask yourself one simple question in English and then you answer it in English. That's it. You do not need a book, you do not need a classroom, you just need your own voice and a few minutes. The magic comes from doing it every day. When you repeat this habit, your brain begins to think in English naturally. Your mouth gets used to speaking. Your sentences become smoother. You stop translating, you just speak. Let's try it right now together. I will guide you. The question of the day is, what did you eat for breakfast? Say it with me slowly. What did you eat for breakfast? Good. Now say it again a little faster. What did you eat for breakfast? Perfect. Now I will answer. I ate eggs and bread for breakfast. Listen again. I ate eggs and bread for breakfast. Now it is your turn. Say your answer out loud. Don't think too much, just speak. I will give you 10 seconds. Speak now. Good job. You just spoke English. Real, useful English. Now let's make your answer a little longer. I will add some details to mine. This morning, I ate eggs, bread, and I drank a cup of tea. You see, I added a few more words. Now you try. Say your answer again, but this time, add something new. Maybe you had fruit, or coffee, or something you love to eat in the morning. Speak now. 10 seconds. Excellent. That is how you improve, one small step at a time. Now let's try another question together. What are you doing today? Say it slowly with me. What are you doing today? Good. My answer is simple. Today, I am recording this lesson. After that, I will go for a walk. Then I will cook lunch. Now it's your turn. What are you doing today? Say your answer out loud. You can pause the video if you need more time. Speak clearly. Don't worry about mistakes, just express what you want to say. Beautiful. You did it again. Each time you do this, you train your mind to think in English. You are not memorizing, you are using the language for real. That is how your brain learns to speak fluently. Remember this. Speaking fluently does not mean knowing every rule, it means being able to say something without panic. So repeat after me. Fluency means speaking without panic. Say it again. Fluency means speaking without panic. Very good. Let's practice one more question. How are you feeling today? Say it with me. How are you feeling today? Good. My answer is simple. I am feeling good. I slept well. I am happy to record this lesson. Now it is your turn. Be honest. Maybe you feel tired. Maybe you feel great. Maybe you feel nervous or sleepy. Say it out loud. Use real words from your life. You have 15 seconds. Start speaking now. Wonderful. You see, the sentences are short, but they are real. They come from your own feelings and your daily life. That is how you build real English fluency. If you keep doing this every day, you will start to notice small changes. After 1 week, you will feel more confident. After 2 weeks, you will speak faster. After 1 month, you will realize that English has become a part of your life. You will not think about grammar rules. You will just speak. One question a day. One answer a day. That is your new daily English habit. In the next part, I will show you how to make this routine even stronger and more fun. So stay with me. Chapter 2. How this habit changes everything. When you start speaking one question a day, something special begins to happen inside your mind. At first, it may feel small or even strange. You might think, how can just one question help me speak fluently? But after a few days, you will notice something changing. Your brain will start to recognize English as something you use, not something you study. You will no longer wait for the perfect moment to speak because the habit teaches your brain to react, to create sentences on its own. The truth is, fluency is not about learning more words. It is about using the words you already know again and again until they become natural. You see, when you speak out loud, your mouth and your brain start to work together like a team. The brain creates the words, and the mouth learns the rhythm, the feeling, the sound of English. Each time you repeat a sentence, your mouth becomes more comfortable. You begin to trust your voice. That is the secret to confidence. Confidence is not about being perfect. Confidence comes from using what you already have. And this small daily habit builds that confidence one sentence at a time. Let's do a quick practice together. Today's question is simple. What time did you wake up today? Say it with me. What time did you wake up today? Good. Now I will answer. I woke up at 7 o'clock. I felt a little sleepy, but I got out of bed. Now your turn. What time did you wake up today? Say your answer out loud. I will give you 10 seconds, speak slowly. Excellent. You see, it feels easy because it is real. You are talking about your own life. You do not have to imagine complicated situations, you just tell your story in simple English. That is what builds fluency. Now let's make the answer longer. I woke up at 7 o'clock, and then I brushed my teeth and drank a glass of water. Now you try. Say it again, but add one more detail. Maybe you checked your phone, or made tea, or went for a walk. Use your real routine. Speak now. Great. That's it. Every time you add one small detail, you grow a little more confident. It is like exercising your speaking muscles. The more you do it, the stronger you get. Let's try one more question together. What do you usually eat for lunch? Say it with me. What do you usually eat for lunch? My answer is simple. I usually eat rice and vegetables. Sometimes I eat chicken too. Now your turn. Say your answer out loud. You have 10 seconds, go. Perfect. You can now try to make it a little longer. Maybe you eat with your family, or at work, or you cook for yourself. You can say something like, I usually eat rice and vegetables for lunch, and I like to have tea after that. Say it again. Speak naturally. Feel the words. Wonderful. This habit is powerful because it trains your mind and your mouth together. When you answer questions daily, your brain begins to think faster in English. You stop translating from your native language. You start connecting thoughts directly to English words. That is the point where learning turns into living. You are no longer a student who is studying English, you are a person who is living in English. This feeling gives you freedom. You can talk to yourself, to people around you, to the world. Remember, the key is not how many questions you answer in a day, but how often you do it. One question a day is enough. The secret is repetition. Small steps, every day. It is better to practice for 5 minutes daily than to study for 2 hours once a week. Fluency grows from small daily actions. That is how real change happens. So from now on, make this habit part of your daily life. Every morning or every evening, take one question and answer it out loud. Do not wait for motivation, just do it. You will see that it becomes easier, faster, and more enjoyable. You will begin to look forward to your speaking time, and every time you finish, tell yourself one sentence. I am improving, because you truly are. Chapter 3. Choosing the right questions. Now that you know what the one-question habit is, it is time to learn how to choose your questions. This part is very important because the right question can make your practice easy, enjoyable, and personal. Many learners make the mistake of choosing questions that are too difficult or unnatural. When that happens, they feel lost and lose motivation. But when you choose simple, real questions from your life, speaking becomes fun. You start to feel that English is not something you study anymore. It becomes part of your thoughts, your morning, your daily life. When you pick your question, think about your day. Think about what you do, what you like, and what you think about often. The best questions are the ones you can answer without stress. For example, you can ask yourself, what time do I wake up? What do I like to eat? What do I do on weekends? Who is my favorite person? These questions are easy, but they help you speak about your real life. And when you talk about your real life, your words become stronger, your confidence grows, and your brain connects meaning to English. Let's practice together. I will ask you a few questions, and you will answer out loud. The first question is, what do you like to do after work or school? Say it with me. What do you like to do after work or school? Good. Now I will answer first. I like to relax. I usually listen to music or watch a short video. Now your turn. What do you like to do after work or school? Say your answer out loud. 10 seconds, go. Wonderful. Now let's make it longer. I like to relax after work. I listen to English music, and sometimes I cook something simple. Try adding something like that to your own answer. Speak now. Good job. Now let's try another question. Who do you talk to the most? Say it with me. Who do you talk to the most? My answer is, I talk to my best friend every day. We share our ideas and talk about life. Now you try. Who do you talk to the most? Say your answer. Maybe it's your mother, your brother, or a friend. Speak naturally. Feel your words. Excellent. See, that's how easy it is. You are using your real life to build your English. You are connecting your heart and your voice. When you are new to this habit, you can start by writing a small list of questions in a notebook. Write one for each day. It will make your practice easier because you won't have to think too much. Just open your notebook, see the question, and start speaking. Some good questions are, what is your favorite food? What is the weather like today? What did you do yesterday? What will you do tomorrow? What makes you happy? These are simple, clear, and powerful. They help you practice different tenses without even thinking about grammar. You will talk in the past, present, and future naturally. The most important thing is to choose questions that mean something to you. If you love cooking, talk about food. If you love movies, talk about what you watched. If you love learning, talk about what you learned today. When you care about the topic, your English comes from emotion, not from pressure. That is the secret. Your emotion gives power to your words, and when your words have emotion, they stay in your memory longer. Let's try one more question together. What makes you happy? Say it with me. What makes you happy? My answer is, helping people makes me happy. Teaching English and watching my students grow makes me happy. Now it is your turn. What makes you happy? Say your answer out loud. 10 seconds, go. Very good. That question comes from the heart. When you speak from the heart, English becomes more than a language, it becomes a way to express who you are. So from now on, choose questions that feel real to you. Make a list and keep it simple. Use it every day. In the morning, ask one question and answer it out loud. Or at night, before you sleep, reflect on your day using one question. Slowly, this small routine will become your personal conversation with yourself. And with time, that conversation will grow into confidence, fluency, and joy. This is how English becomes your friend, not your fear. Chapter 4. The Power of Repetition. Now that you know how to choose the right questions, let's talk about the secret that makes this habit truly powerful: repetition. Many learners believe that repeating the same thing is boring, but in truth, repetition is the bridge between learning and fluency. When you repeat, you are not wasting time. You are building automatic confidence. Every time you repeat a sentence, you make it stronger, smoother, and faster. You are teaching your brain and your mouth to work together without thinking too hard. That is how native speakers speak naturally, not because they know more words, but because they have said those words many times before. Think about a musician who plays guitar. The first time they play a song, their fingers move slowly. They make mistakes, but after playing it again and again, the song becomes easy. They can close their eyes and still play perfectly. The same thing happens with English. At first, your tongue feels slow, your mind feels busy, and you forget simple words. But when you repeat the same sentences every day, everything becomes smoother. You start to speak without thinking. You start to enjoy it. Let's try it together right now. The question is simple. What did you do yesterday? Say it with me. What did you do yesterday? Good. Now I will answer. Yesterday, I went for a walk in the park. Now you try. What did you do yesterday? Say your answer out loud. 10 seconds. Good. Now listen again. Yesterday, I went for a walk in the park. I saw some people jogging and I listened to music. Now say it again, this time with more detail. Add something new. Maybe you watched a movie, or met a friend, or studied English. Speak now. Excellent. You see, by repeating the same question and expanding your answer, you are learning to think and speak naturally. Let's do one more together. The question is, what time do you go to bed? Say it slowly with me. What time do you go to bed? My answer is, I usually go to bed at 11 o'clock. Now say it yourself. What time do you go to bed? Speak your answer out loud. Very good. Now I will say mine again with more detail. I usually go to bed at 11 o'clock, but sometimes I read a book before sleeping. Now you try again. Say your answer one more time and add something small. Maybe you watch videos, or check your phone, or talk to your family before bed. Speak slowly and clearly. Good. You are improving. The reason this works is simple. The first time you answer, your brain is learning. The second time, your brain is remembering. The third time, your brain is creating flow. That is how you build fluency. Every repetition makes your English sound more confident and more natural. The small details you add each time help your vocabulary grow. You do not need to memorize. You only need to repeat with attention. Here's a small tip that can make your practice even stronger. After you repeat your answer 2 or 3 times, record yourself. Use your phone and listen to your own voice. At first, you may not like how you sound, but that is normal. Everyone feels that way in the beginning. When you listen, you will notice small mistakes, but you will also notice your progress. The next day, you can try again and speak a little better. This is how you become your own teacher. Repetition also helps you build rhythm. English has a special sound and flow. When you repeat your sentences, you begin to feel that rhythm naturally. You start to stress the right words. You start to pause at the right moments. This is not something you can learn from grammar rules. It only comes from practice and from hearing your own voice many times. The more you do it, the more your English voice becomes natural and alive. Remember, fluency is not about speaking fast, it is about speaking smoothly. Smooth English comes from repetition. You do not have to rush. Take your time. Say your sentence slowly, then again with more energy, then again with confidence. Feel each word, enjoy your progress, and be proud of every small step. That is how you build real speaking power. So from today, promise yourself one thing. Every question you answer, repeat it at least 3 times. The first time, just speak. The second time, improve it a little. The third time, say it with feeling. That simple pattern can change your English forever. You will start to sound confident, natural, and fluent without studying heavy books or memorizing long lists. Just your voice, your emotion, and your habit. Chapter 5. Making it part of your day. Now that you understand how repetition builds fluency, it is time to make this habit part of your daily life. A habit only works when it becomes something you do naturally, without stress, without pressure. The secret is not to force yourself to practice for hours. The secret is to make English live with you. The one-question habit should feel as natural as brushing your teeth or drinking water. It should be small, simple, and part of your routine. That is how it grows and stays. Let's talk about how you can do that. You can start your morning with English. The moment you wake up, ask yourself one question in English. It can be something simple like, "How did I sleep last night?" or "What is my plan for today?" When you answer out loud, your brain wakes up in English. You start your day with the sound of your own English voice. It only takes a minute or two, but it makes a huge difference. You are training your brain to use English as soon as the day begins. If you are busy in the morning, you can practice during the day. You can do it while walking, cooking, or traveling. The best part about this habit is that you do not need a book or a teacher. You can ask your question anywhere, anytime. For example, when you are waiting for a bus, ask yourself, "Where am I going right now?" When you are cooking, ask, "What am I making today?" When you are walking, ask, "What can I see around me?" These small moments become your classroom. The world becomes your teacher, and you become your own student. Let's try a few examples together. Say this question with me. What can I see around me? Look around you right now. Maybe you see a chair, a wall, a window, your phone, or a table. Now answer out loud. I can see a chair, I can see a window, I can see my phone. Good. You just practiced English without sitting at a desk. That is what makes this habit powerful. It grows inside your real life. It is not something extra, it becomes part of who you are. Now let's move to the evening. Before you sleep, take a few minutes to talk to yourself in English. Ask, "What did I do today?" or "What am I grateful for today?" This simple reflection will help you relax and review your English day. You can say, "Today I went to work. I met my friend, I cooked dinner, I learned a new word." Then say it again with more feeling. "Today I worked hard. I met my friend and laughed. I cooked dinner and felt happy. I learned a new word and used it." These small moments connect your emotions to English. That is what keeps your memory strong. You can also keep a small notebook. Write one question for each day. Leave space under each question for short notes. When you answer out loud, you can also write one or two sentences. It helps you see your progress. After a week, look back and read your answers. You will be surprised at how many sentences you have spoken. Each line will show your growth. This notebook becomes your personal English story. Remember, consistency is more important than length. 5 minutes of speaking every day is better than one long session once a week. The goal is not to speak perfectly. The goal is to speak regularly. When you do it daily, your mind stays connected to English all the time. You stop forgetting words. You start remembering naturally. English becomes something you use, not something you study. That is when fluency begins. So from today, choose one time of the day for your English question. Maybe morning, maybe evening, maybe during lunch. But keep it the same time every day. Let it become part of your rhythm. You will soon notice that your brain expects it. You will start hearing English thoughts before you even begin speaking. That is how you build fluency quietly, without stress. One small question a day can change everything. You will wake up in English. You will think in English. You will sleep in English, and all of it will happen naturally. You just have to stay patient and keep going. This is not a race, it is a journey, your journey. Chapter 6. Speak with feeling, not fear. Now that you have made this habit part of your daily life, it is time to give your English something even more powerful: emotion. Many learners try to speak English like a robot. They focus on words, grammar, and pronunciation, but forget one simple truth. Real communication comes from emotion. When you connect your feelings to your words, your English becomes alive. It becomes real. It becomes yours. People will not just hear your English, they will feel it. That is what confidence truly means. Think about this for a moment. When you speak in your native language, you do not think about every word. You just express what you feel. You say it with energy, with sadness, with excitement, with love. That emotion gives life to your voice. The same thing must happen in English. When you speak without feeling, the words sound empty. But when you speak with emotion, your English becomes beautiful, even if it is simple. Let's practice this together. I will ask you a question. How are you feeling right now? Say it with me slowly. How are you feeling right now? Good. Now listen to my answer. I am feeling happy and peaceful. I am excited to talk to you today. You see, I am not only giving information, I am sharing my emotion. Now your turn. How are you feeling right now? Say it out loud. Maybe you feel tired, or calm, or curious. Whatever it is, say it with honesty. Speak slowly and clearly. Good. That is real English. Now let's take another question. What makes you smile? Say it with me. What makes you smile? My answer is, helping people makes me smile. Listening to music makes me smile. The sound of rain makes me smile. When I say it, I feel it. My voice changes, my eyes change. You can feel it too. Now your turn. What makes you smile? Say your answer out loud. Take a deep breath and say it with feeling. You do not need perfect words. Just speak from your heart. Wonderful. You just connected emotion with English. That is how people remember your words. That is how you remember them too. When you practice every day, try to notice how you feel while speaking. If you are happy, say it. If you are nervous, say it. If you are proud, say it. This habit is not only about grammar or vocabulary. It is about your voice, your confidence, and your truth. When you say what you feel, you stop being afraid of mistakes, you stop judging yourself. You start enjoying English. And when you enjoy it, learning becomes easy. Here is something very powerful. When you speak with emotion, your memory becomes stronger. Your brain remembers emotional moments better than neutral ones. That means if you feel happy while saying a sentence, that sentence will stay with you for a long time. So each time you practice, smile. Feel what you say, connect your words to real moments in your life. It will make your English unforgettable. Let's do one more together. The question is, what are you grateful for today? Say it with me. What are you grateful for today? My answer is, I am grateful for this moment. I am grateful for being able to speak to you. I am grateful for learning and growing every day. You see how the energy changes? Gratitude makes your voice soft and kind. Now your turn. What are you grateful for today? Say it out loud. Think about your family, your friends, your small wins, your life. Feel it and speak it. Beautiful. You just spoke English with heart. So from now on, every time you practice your one-question habit, do not speak like a student. Speak like a real person who has something to say. Use your hands, use your face, use your feelings. Smile when you speak about good things. Use a softer tone when you talk about calm things. Let your English sound like your emotions. That is what makes you different. That is what makes you confident. Remember, the goal is not to sound perfect. The goal is to sound real, because real English is emotional English. Every time you connect your words with your feelings, you become more fluent, more confident, and more natural. You are not just learning English, you are expressing who you are. Chapter 7. Seeing your progress and staying motivated. Now that you are speaking with emotion, you are already growing faster than you realize. But there is something important we must talk about. Many English learners lose motivation because they think they are not improving. They compare themselves with others or expect results too quickly. But fluency is not a race, it is a journey of small, quiet progress that happens inside you. Sometimes you do not notice it, but it is there, growing slowly, like a seed under the soil. Every question you answer, every sentence you repeat, every word you speak is helping that seed grow. You just have to keep watering it. The first thing to remember is this progress is not always loud. It does not always show in big ways, but it is real. Think about your first day of this habit. Maybe you felt shy. Maybe you needed time to think. But now you can answer faster. You can speak longer. You can use more details. That is progress. Even if you still make mistakes, even if your accent feels strange, your English is improving every single day you practice. Do not wait for perfection. Celebrate progress instead. Let's take a small example. When you first started, maybe your answer was short. What did you eat for breakfast? I ate bread. But now you can say, This morning I ate bread and eggs, and I drank tea with my family. That is a big change. You did not memorize it. You built it naturally through practice. That is what real learning looks like. Every day, your English becomes a little bit more alive, a little bit more yours. You can help yourself see this progress by keeping a small record. Once or twice a week, record your voice while answering a question. Keep those recordings safe. After 2 weeks or 1 month, listen to the first one again. You will hear the difference. Your words will sound smoother, your rhythm will feel stronger, your confidence will be louder. When you hear that, you will smile, because you will realize how far you have come. It is a beautiful feeling. Another good idea is to keep a short speaking journal. You do not need to write long essays. Just write your question of the day and a few sentences of your answer. For example, today's question, what makes me happy? Your answer could be, talking to my friend makes me happy. Reading English stories makes me happy. When you look back after some time, you will see how many ideas you have shared in English. You will not just see progress, you will feel it. Now let's talk about motivation. Some days you will feel excited to practice. Other days you will feel tired or lazy. That is normal. Motivation goes up and down, but discipline keeps you moving. The best way to stay motivated is to make your habit easy and meaningful. Never try to do too much. Do only one small question a day, but do it with love and focus. When you keep it simple, it stays strong. When you make it hard, it disappears. Also, connect your practice to your purpose. Ask yourself, why am I learning English? Maybe it is for your job, or your studies, or your dreams. Maybe it is because you want to travel or understand people from different countries. Whatever your reason is, remind yourself every day. That reason is your fuel. It will give you the energy to keep going when you feel tired. And most of all, be kind to yourself. Learning a language is not about being perfect, it is about being brave. You are already doing something amazing. You are speaking another language. You are opening your mind to the world. Every time you speak, even if it is just one sentence, you are growing. You are becoming stronger, smarter, and more confident. You are doing what many people only dream about. So when you feel unmotivated, pause and remember why you started. Listen to one of your recordings. Read your journal. Notice how much better you sound now than before. Smile and say to yourself, I am improving and I will keep going, because that is the truth. You are improving. Every single day you practice, you are moving forward. So do not stop. Keep your heart open, keep your voice strong, and keep your small daily promise. One question, one answer, one step. That is how fluency is built. Slowly, gently, and beautifully. In the next chapter, we will talk about how to turn this simple habit into real conversations. How to go from speaking alone to speaking with people confidently and naturally. Stay with me. You are almost there. Chapter 8. From talking alone to talking with people. You have practiced every day. You have built your confidence. You have learned to speak with feeling. Now it is time to take the next step. The one question habit has already made your brain ready to speak, but now we want to open the door from private practice to real conversations. This step might feel scary for many learners. You might think, what if I make a mistake? What if people don't understand me? But remember this, mistakes are not your enemy. Silence is. Speaking, even with mistakes, is how you grow. Every real conversation gives you experience. It shows you what works and what to improve. So today, we are going to learn how to start speaking with real people using the same simple method you have practiced alone. The first thing to remember is that speaking to yourself is already speaking. You have been training your brain to create sentences. You have built rhythm, speed, and confidence. Now, when you speak with someone, it will not be your first time speaking English. You already know how to do it. You just need to share it. The key is to start small. You do not need a long conversation. You can begin with short moments, short exchanges, short answers. Small steps always lead to big changes. Let's imagine you are at a shop. The shopkeeper says, "How are you today?" You can answer with confidence, "I am good, thank you. How are you?" Simple, natural, and real. You do not need complicated sentences. You only need to connect. Or maybe you are in a cafe. The person at the counter asks, "What would you like?" You can say, "I would like a cup of coffee, please." You already know how to say that. You have practiced sentences like this in your one question habit. Now it is just a real moment. You are using what you practiced. That is the magic of this method. Your daily practice becomes your real world skill. You can also use your questions to start conversations with others. For example, you can ask your friend, "What did you eat for breakfast?" Or, "What do you like to do on weekends?" These are easy questions, but they open real conversations. When your friend answers, you can say, "Oh, really? I ate bread and eggs this morning." You are not just speaking, you are connecting. You are exchanging ideas, and that is what language is for: connection, not perfection. Let's practice one right now. Imagine I am your friend. I ask, "What do you do on weekends?" You can answer, "On weekends I relax. I watch movies or go for a walk." Now I say, "That sounds nice. What kind of movies do you like?" And you answer, "I like funny movies and sometimes action movies." See? That is already a real conversation. It's not perfect, but it's real. You are communicating, you are understanding, you are using English the way it's meant to be used for life. One of the best ways to find people to talk to is online. There are many language exchange apps and groups where you can find learners like you. You can talk to them for 5 or 10 minutes every day. Don't worry if they make mistakes too. You are both learning. You can help each other. You can also talk to people around you who know English a little. You can even practice with a friend who is learning too. The goal is not to speak perfectly. The goal is to speak regularly and enjoy it. When you start talking to others, remember what you have learned here. Speak slowly, use simple sentences, smile, listen carefully, repeat things if needed, and never be afraid to pause or think. People respect you for trying. Most people will help you and smile back. And every time you speak with someone, you will feel a small win. That win will make you want to do it again. That is how your confidence grows. Also remember, even when you start speaking with people, never stop talking to yourself. That is your daily gym. It keeps your brain active and ready. You can use your alone time to prepare for real conversations. For example, before meeting someone, you can ask yourself, "What will I say? How can I answer their questions?" This kind of preparation makes real speaking much easier. It gives you the words before you need them. So do not be afraid of real conversations. You are ready. You have already trained your voice, your mind, and your heart. Now you are just sharing what you already know. Start small, speak short, enjoy the moment, and every time you talk to someone, remember, you are not just practicing English, you are building confidence, one real person at a time. Chapter 9: Keep your English growing forever. When you reach this point, you are no longer just a learner. You are a speaker. You have built a daily habit. You have practiced your questions. You have spoken with emotion. You have even started real conversations. Now the goal is to keep your English alive forever. Fluency is not something you reach once and then stop. It is like a small plant that you keep watering. If you care for it every day, it will grow strong. But if you forget it, it becomes weak again. The one question habit is your water. It keeps your English fresh and alive every single day. The good news is that keeping your English growing does not require more effort. You do not need to study new books or learn hundreds of new words all the time. You only need to keep using the English you already know. When you use it often, it becomes part of your life. The more you use it, the more natural it feels. The words that once felt strange will soon become your friends. They will live in your mouth, ready to come out whenever you need them. That is what real fluency feels like. The best way to keep growing is to make your questions evolve with you. When you started, your questions were simple. What did you eat for breakfast? What time did you wake up? What makes you happy? These are wonderful beginnings, but now you can go deeper. You can ask yourself questions that make you think more. For example, what did I learn this week? What am I proud of today? What is one goal I have for the next month? These questions are not only about English, they are about you, your thoughts, and your feelings. When you answer them, you practice English and reflection at the same time. You grow in language and in life. Let's try one together. The question is, what did I learn this week? Say it with me. What did I learn this week? My answer is, this week I learned that small habits can create big changes. I learned that speaking every day makes me confident. Now your turn. What did you learn this week? Speak your answer out loud. It can be something about English or about life or about yourself. Maybe you learned a new word or a new skill or something about patience. Say it now. Very good. You are not just learning words, you are expressing your experience in English. That is the highest form of learning. Now let's try another one. What are you proud of today? Say it slowly with me. What are you proud of today? My answer is, I am proud that I kept my promise. I am proud that I practiced my English today. I am proud that I did not give up. Now it is your turn. What are you proud of today? Speak your answer honestly. Maybe you cooked something delicious. Maybe you helped someone. Maybe you spoke one new sentence in English. Whatever it is, say it and feel it. Every time you celebrate a small win, your confidence grows stronger. When you keep this habit alive, your English will never stop improving. Even if you do not have time to study, your daily question will keep your brain connected to the language. It will remind you that English is not something outside of you, it is inside you. It lives in your thoughts, your feelings, your voice. That is the real success. Fluency is not only about grammar or pronunciation, it is about building a life that naturally includes English. If you ever feel tired or bored, change your questions. Make them fun again. Ask yourself creative questions like, if I could travel anywhere, where would I go? Or, what superpower would I like to have? Or, what advice would I give to my younger self? These questions wake up your imagination. They help you use new words in a natural way, and they remind you that English is not only for exams or work, it is for dreams, ideas, and stories. The most beautiful part is that this growth never ends. You can keep learning for years and English will grow with you. It will become a part of how you see the world. It will become your second voice. And every day, one small question will keep it alive. So keep speaking, keep asking, keep feeling proud. You have already built something strong inside you, a voice that believes, a habit that grows, and a mind that learns every day. This is your English, your journey, your success. Chapter 10, One Question That Changed Everything. Now you have reached the end of this journey, and I want you to take a deep breath and think about where you started. Remember the first time you asked a question out loud in English. Maybe you were nervous. Maybe your voice was quiet. Maybe you did not believe you could do it. But look at you now. You have practiced every day. You have spoken with emotion. You have built your confidence. You have learned to repeat, to grow, and to keep going. You are no longer waiting for the perfect time to speak English. You are already doing it. That is the biggest victory of all. This small daily habit may look simple, but it carries great power. It teaches you that fluency is not something far away. It is not something only for experts or teachers. It is something you build inside yourself, slowly, gently, through action. Every time you ask one question and answer it out loud, you send a message to your brain that English is part of your life. You remind yourself that you are capable. You tell your fear to stay silent and let your voice speak. That moment, no matter how small it seems, is transformation. Fluency does not come in one big moment, it comes in many small moments that build on each other. One day you say your first sentence, the next day you add a few more words. Then, before you even realize it, you are thinking in English, understanding faster, and feeling confident in your own voice. This is how real learning happens. It grows quietly, but it changes everything. I want you to remember something very important. You did this on your own. You did not wait for a teacher or a classroom. You did not need perfect grammar or a special accent. You only needed your voice, your effort, and your belief. That is what makes this habit so special. It gives power back to you. You are in control of your learning. You can speak English anywhere, anytime, and every time you do, you become stronger. Let us practice together one final time. Say this question with me. What is one thing I learned from this journey? Take a moment and speak your answer out loud. Maybe you learned that small steps lead to big changes. Maybe you learned that you are braver than you thought. Maybe you learned that your English is already good enough to communicate. Whatever your answer is, say it clearly. Feel proud of it, because it is true. Now say this next sentence with me. I can speak English. Say it again, a little louder. I can speak English. One more time, with confidence. I can speak English. That is your truth now. You have proven it. You have practiced. You have shown courage, and you are improving every single day. Your journey does not end here. This is just the beginning. From now on, you can keep using your one question habit to make English a part of your life forever. Ask one question every morning or every night. Speak it out loud, feel the words, enjoy your progress. Teach this method to someone else. Inspire them the way you have inspired yourself. This is how learning spreads. This is how confidence grows. And before we finish, I want you to know that I am proud of you, truly proud. You have taken a small step that many people only dream of taking. You have learned to trust your voice. You have learned to believe in your progress. You have learned to keep going even when it feels slow. That is what makes you a real learner. That is what makes you unstoppable. So keep speaking, keep believing, keep growing. English is not your subject anymore. It is your skill. It is your tool. It is your friend. One question, one answer, one day at a time. That is all it takes to change everything. You have already started. Now keep going and never stop. Thank you for learning with me. This is Unleash Your English, and I am Adam. If this lesson helped you, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Tell me below what question you will answer today. I want to hear your voice. Remember, your journey is just beginning. Speak with confidence, live with passion, and always, always believe in yourself. And that is it for today's lesson, my friends. You did it. You spoke real English, you practiced your voice, you built confidence, one small question at a time. Remember, fluency does not come from long study hours. It comes from small, daily steps. One question, one answer, one small victory every day. So from today, make this your habit. Every morning or evening, ask yourself one simple question in English. Speak your answer out loud. Do it again tomorrow, and the next day, and the next. Slowly, your English will begin to flow. You will stop translating, you will start thinking, you will start feeling proud of your own voice. If this lesson helped you, please like this video, share it with your friends, and subscribe to Unleash Your English for more daily motivation and practice. Comment below and tell me what question you will answer today. I read every comment and love hearing your progress. Thank you for being here, for learning, for speaking, and for believing in yourself. You are not just learning English, you are unleashing it. Keep practicing, keep growing, and I will see you in the next lesson.